Good evening YouTube and welcome to another computing video. I'm going to show you today an update I've got for this tiny PC. Let's take a look. As you might know, this tiny computer is an AMD Athlon XP and I bought it under the guise of it being a Pentium III vintage retro computer, and it turned out it was not. It was actually in fact running a illegal version of Windows Vista and it was performing very poorly. It did have some use though as a Windows 98 computer, and I'm going to turn this into a retro great gaming PC, but before I can do that I need a better case. So I've been accumulating some parts and I'm going to take you through those parts and talk about what I'm going to do with those parts with a view to turning this into a retro gaming computer that still looks modern. Okay, let's check it out. Okay, so this is an Antec 300 gaming PC tower. I bought it from eBay for £8. It's missing the 3.5 inch drive bays because I think the person who owned it previously had a long graphics card, and so to make space they removed the 3.5 inch bays. But I did get some goodie bags. First of all, I've got the proper Antec 120mm fans for the front, the back and the upper. I don't think this AMD Athlon system will need all these fans, but it looks the part, so they're going in. I've been hunting and I've bought a replacement I/O shield, simply because if you remember from the previous video, the Ethernet hole had been basically hacksawed out, so this is one way you can just push that out from behind, and I'll fit that when I'm ready. I'll show you what I'm going to do with these spray paint cans in a moment. I've started stripping the electronics down. This is the USB 2 and audio in and out jacks from the front. I've just unscrewed them from the front of the chassis because I'm going to show you, well, guess if you know what spray paint's used for. That's the U header LED indicators, and these are all the other parts. So first of all, because I've got no 3.5 inch drive bays, I've got some adapters to 5.25 to 3.5 inch drive for the hard drive. A couple of quid off eBay, took a few weeks to come because they're from China. A little buzzer speaker for the post BIOS beeps. This modern case doesn't come with one, and the old main board requires one, or doesn't require one, but I would like to have one. And I've got a black Sony, don't know if you can see that, floppy drive, a floppy drive adapter bay, so the floppy drive basically sits inside of that like so, and then screw it all together, slide it in, and then you've got a front facing floppy drive. I've bought some additional screws for the fans, and then some extra bits and bobs for all mounting those accessories. Okay, so I've bought a can of the cheapest pound shop special primer and an equivalent can of matte black spray paint, and the idea is I'm going to take all the stands off for the main board, give it all a good wipe down inside. This front panel comes off, if you want to know what an Antec 300 looks like normally, you can just have a quick look here. There's some nice mesh, some filtering, 3 drive bays at the top, and obviously I've removed the bits and bobs from the front. So I'm going to spray the inside of this in primer first. I can't get these out, unfortunately. They're clipped in and I daren't break them, so I might just poke these through, tape them up out of the way for when I'm spraying. I'm going to spray all the inside with primer first, and just so that I stand a better chance of getting the black to stay. Take all these port covers off, leave those silver. I think I'm not too fussed about those looking black. Spray the back in primer and then matte black that as well. So that's the project, is to convert all this to black and then build the computer up inside of it once it's black. And yeah, that's essentially it. I've test fit the computer already, so basically I've stripped the computer down and put it into this case and then took it all back out again, and everything works okay. The power supply fits, the I/O shield will go in. I'm struggling a bit here that you can't see, I'm just waffling. So I/O shield goes in there, looks a bit 90s, but it's the right one at least. I don't know whether to do 2 front fans, one there and one there, or whether to have 1 front fan, 1 rear fan, maybe you could tell me in the feedback points, the list at the bottom, make a comment and tell me which one you think would be the better combination, front and back, or just front. The top one's going in, obviously, that's a no-brainer. So it should be very noisy for a Windows 98 Athlon XP computer. But I think I've waffled on far too long. I'm going to put all the bits back in the box, and I will post the video as soon as the weather is nice enough for me to take this outside and start spraying. And that's about me done. So thanks for watching. Please leave a comment if you have one, and like and share this video with your other computer nerd friends, and I hope to see you in the next video. Good night.